Here we go. So you always. So the other day, I was walking on campus, and so we have like these skywalks. I don't know if you know what a skywalk is. It's basically a
Yeah.
big tunnel above ground, like a story or two above ground.
Uh-huh.
For those who don't know what they look like, this is about what they look like. So, and you know how you have those awkward conversations with, or those awkward encounters with people when you're walking, and then they're going to the same place to you or similar place as you, so they're like 3 steps behind you the whole entire time.
Yeah.
About 2 or 3 people behind me, and we all like got into. We're like halfway through the skywalk right now, and I had the most Marvel Captain America moment in the entire world. I like, I'm walking. I look to the out to one of the windows, and I like look forward, and I kind of like look to the bottom right corner of my eye, and I was this close to just saying, before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Except you would have been stupid because you were in like a hallway and not like a.
They would have ran behind, and I would have been, oh no, zoinks, and had to
And
turn
then
around.
they would have just beat your ass, and that would have been a bad look.
Before we want to get started, does anybody want to get out?
I want to get out of this pod before we get started.
So here we are. Welcome back to your boys, Fig and the J-Man. Well, let me try that over. Welcome back to another episode of Figuratively Speaking. It's your boys, Fig and the J-Man. By the way, what a great morning show that would be.
I don't like the name J-Man, even though I came up with it myself.
Can you imagine having to listen to us at 5 o'clock in the morning? I just imagine every good old hardworking American.
I don't even want to listen to me at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I just like picture every good hardworking American driving to their job, jam-packed at rush hour in LA, listening to Fig and the J-Man in the morning. And we have like those really quirky like soundboards, like boing.
Why did we? Oh,
It's Fig and the J-Man, J-Man. It's Fig and the J. And some stupid ass music that I hate that I just came up with on the fly.
J-Man and Fig and the J-Man in the morning.
Boing.
Wow.
And we make a lot of like fart and poop sound effects too, just to use those.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get started, do you want to get out?
I already made that joke.
All right. So before we get rolling on this thing, I do have a thing I need to vent about, and I do have a cancel right away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's umbrellas.
Canceling umbrellas.
We definitely need to cancel them. And
Why do we
I kind of
cancel umbrellas?
the idea started on No Free Ads, Bill Burr's The Monday Morning Podcast, and I heard him like, yeah, he's got some point there, but I don't think I want to buy a raincoat, so I'll just stick with an umbrella. So yesterday would have been, well, for those listening, 2 days ago it would have been, I was driving to the chiropractor to pay my co-payment, and after that whole snafu, got that done. It starts to rain. I was like, oh, that's just a light sprinkle, it's okay. As soon as I park the car, it just starts pouring buckets down. I was like, this is a situation that I'm not prepared for. But luckily, I'm always prepared, as I had an umbrella in the backseat of my car. So I turned around, checked to make sure it was there, of course, as one would do, snatched that puppy up right away. And then as I'm walking through, listening to the pitter-patter and the umbrella, and this is fantastic descriptions by me, and I dropped my phone.
Oh no.
And, not in the story, that was now. So I'm walking, and out of nowhere, a huge gust of wind comes out of nowhere. So all of that rain that was falling zenith to down on to the ground is now going east to west. And that's why we're canceling umbrellas for such silly things known as wind gusts.
You know, I have a product that would have saved you the hassle of both dropping your phone and the umbrella not covering every side, and that's a giant hamster ball. Because
that also would rid the world of disease too.
Yeah, I mean, if you dropped your phone while you were in a hamster ball, it would have just been in the hamster ball, and then you could have been over and picked it up. Your phone wouldn't have been wet, and you would have been protected from all sides from the rain. And you could run around in a giant hamster ball, which everyone wants to do.
And definitely, instead of driving, would be such a great exercise. And when someone cuts you off, you could just start running at them and just.
Well, I mean, like, do you remember those little like marble roller coaster track things when we were kids? Yeah, those could be the roads, and we could just like go in there and just like start like spinning really fast and just like shit whipping our heads everywhere.
Until it gets like really hot in there, like like with your breath and like sweating, like the condensation. As you go to take a step, you slip. You're just rolling around the ball until you fall.
Hamster balls are the superior mode of transportation, is what I'm trying to get across here.
Patent pending. Or the patent may already be out, to be honest.
They've already been invented, so. Hey man, I have something that something urgent that I thought of today, and I really wanted to ask you, but I thought this would be a better medium to ask you. And it's something that I wrote down. I want to read it word for word because this was a good one. So
before you do that, do you like when you do your random thoughts or whatever? Do you just word it really weird so that way, like when you read it in the podcast, like you read it and it's like, why did I put that in my phone? Like you make every moment seem like you're increasingly drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm reading it right now and deciding how I want to word it. So remember when we discussed Tarzan's body hair?
Correct.
So was he a virgin before he met Jane? Or was he
no, he was clapping gorilla cheeks all day, every day.
Clapping gorilla cheeks? Oh no. Oh no.
How did you not anticipating me saying that? He was clapping any kind of cheek he could see in the jungle before.
Oh no, he probably wasn't using protection either, unless he found like a little frog or something that fit over.
Okay, now since you said that, can you get STDs if you're clapping gorilla cheeks?
I'd imagine you could.
Is it STD or is it D?
Austin, I want you to seriously consider what I'm about to ask you. How do you want me to answer that?
Like, you can't spell it unless you say TD. So you have, so like when you're sitting there at the doctor's room, and
wait, so you're filling out the form? Have you had sexual relations with any gorillas?
And you spell HUAH, and then TD, and the TD has to be in caps and hyphenated, so it's TD. But no, then the doctor, like when you're in the room, the doctor comes back with the clipboard, which probably doesn't even say anything on it. He probably did a quick Google search into WebMD like every other doctor does.
Google Translate what the mean.
He looks at that, looks at you, and lowers the clipboard and lowers that and goes, I'm afraid I have terrible news for you. And then like you're expecting like the absolute worst. Like you're expected to go through like what is it, the 7 stages, just like anger, acceptance, bargain, sadness, killing you, whatever they are. And then you look at me like, what is it, doc? And he goes, I'm afraid you have TD.
Oh no, and what TD is that? It says here you've got a rotten banana. That doesn't sound good.
This may have been one of our worst bits we've done.
I think we started off pretty strong. Let's keep it rolling here.
Yeah, we haven't hit a shitstorm yet. So okay, I got something I gotta say real quick.
Sure.
So I've noticed that you can talk to anybody who doesn't have like a lick of sense about like sports or anything. But like if they're like they see their social media, like they recognize the name. So like if someone has anybody on their timeline that watches soccer, they're gonna know Ronaldo. Or if they have anyone that watches baseball, they're probably gonna know Trout. Or football, probably Tom Brady or whatever. And they could, whatever they say may not make any sense. So like, yeah, did you see how many home runs Tom Brady had the other night? But like, what people do when they're to pretend they know about the sports, they just put a little bit of zip on the name, and it makes them sound like they know exactly what they're talking about. Like it either makes the athlete sound like they're God's greatest gift, or just a complete alley rat. So like, I mean, Tom Brady came in that game, and it was a complete game changer. I mean, if you would have put someone like Matt Stafford in, they would have lost. It's all about how you say the name, and if you
Tom Brady.
It's all about faking it till you make it.
Yeah, so it's like you could say, did you see that walk-off that Cristiano Ronaldo hit yesterday against the Seattle Seahawks?
It was bonkers.
He was bowling in the 9th frame. I don't know. I was trying to involve bowling somehow, and I wish I didn't.
This is not a bowling podcast. I think you would know better.
I think bowling needs to be canceled as well.
I'm all in on that, to be honest. That spurs something else on me. The people who I got this dude on my Instagram who's a complete tool. Like, he sets the camera angle just right so whenever he goes to bowl, and he oversells, like, the curve on it. So, like, he's going, like, he goes like that, and then...
so, like, almost like he's a submarine sidearm pitcher?
Yeah, and he just oversells the curve so much, and I think he just finds curving of bowling balls so interesting that when he does that, like, he, like, makes it look like it's going to go in the gutter right away, and then, like, he's watching it kind of like when you hit a home run and you're, like, hoping for it to stay fair, you're like, and, like, he's doing that, but he's just like...
I really hope someone skips ahead to right now.
And so, like, once he gets a strike, he just, like, casually walks back, picks up his phone, but, like, I haven't blocked him yet or deleted him, just, I don't know why, because I think I just been getting the joy of shitting on him on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean...
So, yeah, we're going to cancel umbrellas and bowling. We can go ahead and write that in.
Man, whatever happened to that Canadian listener?
They probably quit listening after I wrote that very offensive song.
Oh, man.
That might be a top 10 line I've ever said in my entire life.
Hey, man, speaking of top 10s, I was actually just kind of, scrolling through the old socials today, and I came across, this is technically a top 11, but I thought it was something that'd be funny kind of to read out. Yeah, I don't know.
It was a Canadian person who came up with the top 11, too.
Yeah, I know, because they just wanted to add a different,
we want to make sure everyone feels included. Let's go ahead and add the 11th, eh?
Yeah, just to make sure they're interested, Oh, jeez. We hate you, Canada.
They're definitely gone now.
So here's my top 11 reasons to go to work naked.
Ooh, please tell me more.
Number 11, no one will ever steal your chair.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Once you get all those jungle bridge juices all over the chair, no one wants it.
Okay, it gets much worse from here. Number 10 gives bad hair day a whole new meaning.
Oh no. Well, I mean, if you're gonna try to pass off the excuse of going to work naked, 1, you got to be chiseled. 2, you have to not have a hair on your entire body.
I mean, let's be honest. If you're working at an office, you're probably not. There's a 95% chance you're not even slightly.
You look like Jim H.
Oh no, of the Ass Avengers. Go watch that episode for quite a wild ride through what some of my coworkers are like. Where are we? Number 9. It diverts attention from the fact that you came to work drunk. Which, I mean, I guess is fair. Oh, my mom's calling me. Send her to voicemail real quick.
Oh my! You should have answered me like, "Mom, I told you and told you. You can't be calling me when I'm on the podcast." And then she'd be like,
"Get off the phone, Mom!"
That's a Stranger Things reference, folks.
Oh no! Number 8. People stop stealing your pens after they've seen where you keep them.
I don't keep my pens there. The old put in the old keister locker.
Yeah,
nice.
The old butt pen. Number 7, so that with a little help from Muzak, you can add exotic dancer to your exaggerated resume.
No. If you're going to work naked, you can't be dancing. You can't be flopping your banana. What would be in your banana hammock all around?
You just can't let your doodle just float in the breeze, man. You gotta.
You can't be doing twirls. You can't be clockwise twirling or counterclockwise twirling. There's
no takeoff for the helicopter dick here. Number 6, you want to, stop. Number 6, you want to see if it's like the dream, because I mean, we've all had those dreams where we're at work or school or something naked.
I've never had that dream, but I just imagine what it would be like to go to work naked.
Well, I mean, I had that as a lucid dream once, and it was wild, man. Like, I was so I've only lucid dreamt 4 or 5 times in my life, and it's actually.
Is that where you you wake up and you go back into the dream?
No, it's lucid dreaming is basically where you're aware you're in a dream and you get complete control of it and you can do whatever the hell you want. There's actual meditation ways to do that. It's supposed to kind of be like Inception, where you question if you're in a dream all the time, and if you do that enough in your everyday life, you'll start doing that in the in the actual dream. And once you figure out that you're asleep, you kind of if you can keep yourself like calm enough and not get too excited to the point where you wake up, then if you keep yourself
Get
calm,
all riled up.
yeah, and you're like, oh boy, I'm in it. Fuck, I'm awake. But yeah,
I've done that before.
but yeah, so I've had a lucid dream where I was naked at school before, and it was I did some weird things, man. Like you remember in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when he discovered when Quill discovers that he can like make stuff on Ego's planet. Like,
Yeah.
and he's just like, "Ooh, I'm gonna make some weird stuff."
Shit.
Or shit. Yeah, I watched the PG version apparently. But it's just like that every time I just like I've like discovered that I was dreaming, and I always do like the most random shit. But yeah, so that's what number 6 was. See if it's like it was in the dream, and I imagine it probably wouldn't be for me at least. Oh, apparently a lady wrote this list, so it's a lady Canadian. Oh gee. Stop those creepy guys in marketing from looking down your blouse. Yeah, I'll show them.
It's just marketing people.
Yeah,
I mean, none of us are marketing people, but
yeah, well,
fuck you if you are.
yeah, marketing's the easiest of the business majors. Just FYI, if you want an easy degree, go into marketing, but no one's gonna respect it. Number 4, I'd love to chip in for lunch, but I left my wallet in my pants.
That one, I like that one.
I do too.
But Hank, your wallet's sticking out of your ass crack.
Yeah. Well, you put that in with the pens. Number 3, it's an inventive way to finally meet that special person in human resources.
Nuts assault.
Yeah, and possibly battery. Number 2, you can take advantage of your computer monitor radiation to work on your tan. I don't know if that's how that works.
No, I'm just gonna. No, if I come to work naked, that's that less protection I have from the computer screen and my doodle. That's just gonna lower my sperm count even more. Which I've always said, I only need one good swimmer. Give me a one shot, one kill. That's all I need.
Well, I have a feeling that like there was some sort of world war that went on inside my dad's doodle bag.
Are we discussing your dad's doodle? Your dad's doodle pouch?
We'll just yes, we are. I think there was some kind of world war that came out of there, and like I was the only swimmer that came out, and I came out like limping and like post like you know how weird post nuke Japan is with like all the weird like hentai and shit. I feel like I was the sperm equivalent of post nuke Japan.
Is this your way of trying to tell us you like anime and hentai?
No. So, and drum roll, I'm not doing a drum roll. Number 1 reason to go to work naked. Your boss is always yelling, I want to see your ass here by 8.
You know, I'm glad I thought for a second, 'cause I totally would have just like spun my chair around and stuck the old keister right in the camera.
I actually thought about doing the same thing.
Man, why are we clicking today?
That's a no-no.
That's what happens when I'm thinking of the J-Man.
Big and the J-Man.
You know, I can give you one good reason to not go to work naked, or to go to work naked if you're a dude.
Sure.
And that's if you're packing an absolute monster of schmeat.
Just a big old, just the biggest Lincoln log that this country's ever seen.
Like this thing is an arm in your pants, and like
fingers and all. So it just kind of comes up like.
Oh no, it's like Will Ferrell from The Campaign when he doesn't know how to speak, or no, it's like Marty Huggins when he's just like with his hands, just like slowly bringing his hands up. But no, like your boss takes one good look of what you're packing down there, and it's like, you know what? I think we do have the money in the budget for that whatever you wanted.
Pants.
It also get you that quick promotion like now.
Especially if your boss. Well, nope, that'd be assault. Never mind.
Well, it's okay if boss does it to you. No, it's okay if employee does it to boss. Boss,
yeah, because
that's how the flow chart works.
You're punching up.
Bust through the ceiling.
Bust through the ceiling.
No, like everyone knows how in HR 101 it says if you are the boss, you cannot assault, harass, or anything to your coworkers. But it's completely fine if your coworkers do it for you because you're the boss and you can't do shit about it.
See, that's why I had a problem with people giving Monica Lewinsky shit about sucking off old Billy C.
The old slob on the Navarino like Corn Calarino.
You want to know what? You want to know something funny? Is I always get Monica Lewinsky mixed up with Tara Lipinski, who's a figure skater.
I thought you were gonna say Monica from Friends.
Oh no, but like everyone's giving her shit. It's like, all right, so honestly, if you had the chance to give the president some cunnilingus, or head, the head. If you were to leave the head of state in a state of head, would you not do it if it wasn't gay?
I think it's every little kid's dream of getting head in the Oval Office.
Let's assume. Why did I just shoot finger guns at you? Let's assume that you say no homo first. Okay, so it's not anything like that. You're given the chance to give some head to the head of the country. You do it.
You do it for your country, of course.
Do it. Which leads me to you know how every guy has that conversation with their buddies like, would you suck a dick for $1 million? I have a couple of problems with that. So one, yes, but two,
you don't have to make them come. You just gotta suck the dick.
Oh, that word's rated R. But like two, if someone had $1 million to spend on a blowjob, they could do a lot better than me. Like I'm not experienced. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, that might be a turn on for some people, but like I'm probably gonna cry the whole time.
They're gonna cry the whole time.
It's gonna be wildly uncomfortable because I don't know.
Probably use teeth.
I don't know what the etiquette is like from the other side afterwards. Like, do I go brush my teeth and then have a snack, or do I leave? This is something that's been on my mind for a very long time.
Actually, you know what? If you do have to do it until it throws up, what you got to do is you have to Triple H it. You have to be the quitter. You have to be known as the quitter because you don't have to have the luxurious title of it. You just have to say, "I sucked the dong. I get $1 million, and you get a very shoddy blowjob."
Right.
So clearly, once you have to, if the stipulations are,
oh my God! Wait, did you just use the word stipulations in a conversation about blowjobs? Oh my God!
Yo, this is a top 10 episode, to be honest. So, if some of the stipulations are, you got to go until it throws up, you do that.
Oh.
So,
let's keep this rolling.
So you know what Triple H, when he gets to the ring, he's carrying the sledgehammer. Also, what you're going to be dealing with is probably a sledgehammer.
Oh, you want me to put the hammer down, huh?
So he's got the water bottle like this. He's strutting to the ring. He goes.
Did you just see your own face? Oh no, I think he died. Did you see your own face?
I was choking on the water, and I was trying to just completely spit it at my computer because whenever I go to do the Triple H, I get like super into it. I drew it. I just go and like spray. That's what you have to do after you.
I'm so into it. Oh man.
So once you have to gargle the man's man juices, you look at him and you go right at him.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, of course, he's gonna say, "My eyes," and then he's just gonna go running around. You have that check, and it's like step 9 of Jim H's bathroom routine. It's profit.
Oh man.
I got something I gotta say now. We gotta get off this topic.
Anything, please.
Anything I say is a pun to this dude that is having to. Never mind. I'm done. I can't do it. So, so I want it to be known that I'm going to a concert on Friday and I'm going to see John Mayer and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone knows, like, everyone thinks that he's just like banging every celebrity he sees, being that like he's been involved with like Jennifer Aniston, Jessica Simpson, Katy Perry.
Why do you know all this?
Because I had to do some research before I got into this topic.
Oh.
So he's like had all those things and everything. How does like celebrity dating work? I feel like, do they have like their own website? Like you have to be this well known, have to make this much money, such as.
There's got to be like a Tinder for celebrities.
But I also like that's the same thing I thought too. But like I also thought, I'm like, is celebrity dating kind of like putting like the coach putting their kid in the game? And I don't remember where I was going with this when I wrote the note. That's the only problem about how I wrote it.
I don't know if you just heard that, but Penelope is laying right next to me, and she just groaned so loud.
Apparently we're boring her. But yeah, for some reason, I think I just pictured it like a coach putting their kid into the game. And I don't know what I meant by that. I'm sure it was offensive, and I probably shouldn't say it.
Oh, God. Well, I'm glad that went nowhere. You know, we were doing...
that really was a boner of a topic.
Hey, I have something else that we need to cancel.
Oh, I'm all for a cancel.
We need to cancel fucking fish. Okay, not fucking fish. We need to cancel fish. We need to cancel fish. Fish are fucking stupid.
What kind of fish are we talking? Like the fish you put in your house, fish you eat, or just fish?
Well, fish in general, because like humans have literally been catching fish the same way for thousands of years, and they have never learned. Like, you'd think that there'd be some kind of natural selection where like the fish would evolve into a way that they're harder to catch, but like we just keep catching them. They're so
you know that in the family history, you know that there's been like the wise grandpa. You know that the family has like gone on enough so like the grandpa can talk to like the grandchild and what grandfish, if you will. Mm-hmm. So you're like, yeah, your mom Betsy, she really got fucked up by a prop for a boat. Like your dad, your dad thought your dad. What?
Nothing.
Your dad thought that he could. Thought worm was a good choice to eat today, which never is. He chomped down that puppy like nothing, and straight up into the water. Out of the water he goes. And but they're like, Grandpa, why'd you tell me this story? I don't know, because they don't know to not do it.
Mm-hmm. It was just recounting the tale of the great fish net of 2015. I don't know how long fish live, so I'm assuming your grandfather would be like 4. I feel like
4
that's
days.
Well, I said 2015. It might be a different kind of fish. I don't know. But hey, didn't you have that actually kind of segues into a question that you said you were going to pose for this particular discussion that I'm really.
I really like your segue there, but I'm gonna shit on it because I got a joke for you. What do you call a fish with no eyes? He got it. He gets it. He knows it. All right. So there's a question I wanted to ask you. You said.
Yeah, about like if you could explore or.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So you're given this situation. It's kind of like a time machine and an invincibility suit. Like this gives you a chance to explore anything and everything, and like it's just the memory that you get if you go back in time to explore something. It's just for you. You don't get to like tell anybody about it. Like it's basically like a Men in Black. Beep.
It can be any time and any place, right?
Right. So you could go back to the Big Bang Theory if you want. If you wanted to sit there and pop a launcher.
I don't think if I had these abilities, I don't think I'd sit down and watch a subpar TV show.
But Jim would.
Okay. Oh yeah, he loves that show. He'll tell you about it while he's humming.
So the situation is, you get this suit. It gives you the ability to be invincible, to go back in time. So it's like this. You're basically like the ghost of Christmas past and future and present all at once, but just go whenever you want and see whatever you want. So what are you going to explore with these newfound abilities?
Well, the reason it was a segue is because I really want to explore like the bottom of the ocean. I don't care
like the Marianas Trench or whatever it's called.
Yeah, like just really deep oceans, because like There was another question that I kind of saw that was kind of interesting, but I felt like we wouldn't get a good conversation out of it. And it was like, what mythological creature do you think could actually exist? And mine is definitely like some kind of like Kraken, Leviathan, sea monster kind of thing. Because there's got to be just like some giant shit down there, down at the bottom of the ocean. And humans have I think we've only really like mapped out like 10% of the ocean or something like that.
Yeah, it's just like a sprinkle.
Okay, I got what you're doing now.
I dropped my phone for I think the third time this episode. But yeah, the ocean, like Marianas Trench, was my first thing I immediately thought of. But the second, no, that's actually the second thing I thought of. The first thing I thought of that I want to explore is I want to explore the origin of the Queen's bullshit and why she gets the idea to come into us.
To come into us?
No, that's the guy who was paying you $1 million to do.
Oh no! Someone paid the Queen. The Queen paid me $1 million to suck her dick.
Oh. Well, hold on. I think if we dig a little deeper, we can make sense of this whole situation.
I don't want to dig any deeper.
No, that was just some bullshit thing. Yeah, the oceans for sure. I really want to. I want to look at that tornado. I want to use it to do all kinds of like severe weather and like natural disasters. Like I want to be in a tsunami as it's happening. I want to be in that earthquake.
Like be part of the tsunami.
But like there.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like honestly. I think the coolest thing to do would be like find a black hole and see what it fucking looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's gonna look like nothing because light can't escape it, but you're gonna see the light being sucked into it, and I think it'd be wild to see like light being sucked into it because apparently black hole was paid $1 million.
It also gives me like that kind of reminds me of like when you have a ginormous like crack in the pavement from an earthquake.
Yep.
I'm diving into that. I'm just gonna like walk up to it and then just down into the middle of it and see how far I go.
All right.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna dive. I'm just gonna jump.
On the count of three, we're doing our crack jumping faces. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I made some really weird noise right before. Like those weird noises your throat makes, like out of nowhere, just like a pop or whatever, like crackling.
Oh yeah, sometimes when I blink, my eyeballs start like squeaking, like every time I blink. Like.
Did you tell it to stop?
Yeah, and it doesn't listen because eyeballs don't have ears.
What I'd also do is, with this new suit and everything, I'd definitely explore space. I'd definitely go to different planets and check it out. I want to go see like the storms on like Jupiter and whatnot.
Right. I mean, there's just a lot of shit I'd want to see in space. Like I don't know if how long this would last, but I would definitely want to like just explore space to find like another like intelligent planet with like life on it,
and to see if there actually is an end to the universe, and if there is, what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, what I imagine it is like it's kind of like Pac-Man where you just go out one side and come back in the other.
I kind of see like you can get religious with it. I kind of see like the Truman Show, like our observable universe is the dome, like the show from the Truman Show. I hope you saw it, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then everything outside is like the studios and the real world. Like that's just like the afterlife.
Well, like honestly, you could have a universe like inside, like one of your cells could be home to a universe, or like the smallest thing you can imagine, like a fleck of dust could be a little universe. We could be a fleck of dust on someone's like wrist or something.
I said this numerous times on many podcasts. We're nothing.
Oh yeah, we're all trash. We're all trash.
So you're saying that like, there could be a universe like in my hand?
Yeah, like in everything.
So in that universe, there's probably a source of like the sun or something.
So I'll let you say it. I see where you're going.
The power of the sun is in the palm of my hand.
All right, I'm glad you got that out. Yeah, I would definitely do a lot of like. I wouldn't really be one to go back and see events. I would just want to explore things that humans haven't really explored yet.
Yeah. I'd also use it to test conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah. JFK assassination.
Yeah.
That's one I'd go see, just so I could.
What if,
Even if no one would fucking believe me, I'd know the right answer.
but like you come back, like you go to see it, and then like you like go back even further to like learn about that person, and then you're just like, uh-oh, they're in my family.
Oh, I just left my noise on. I'm a true professional.
It doesn't make noise.
Oh,
I
well,
thought the same thing. Well,
great.
that's awkward.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm on my work laptop right now, and I got a spam report here at 7:09 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon.
For those who don't know, that's when we are recording.
Oh yeah, right.
We're not live. Live from the Figuratively Speaking Studios, it's Fig and the J-Man.
In the morning at 7:09 p.m. on Tuesday.
Boing. Well, I feel like okay, how about we explore? Actually, you know what? While I'm on the topic of exploring, God, I can't talk today. We could do like a bit on here where we could do like Bitmoji stories on Snapchat, but podcast Bitmoji stories. I had a great idea when I typed that out, and again, I don't remember because I was way too vague. Like the note just said podcast Bitmoji stories.
You texted it to me.
I did.
I think you texted me like the one idea that you had that said, "Man, this would make a great Bitmoji story."
Oh yeah. Wait, no, I can't do that because that's work, and they actually have the ability to listen to this.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're all wonderful people. Hey, so
Actually, you know what? I'll just go ahead and explain the story.
Oh,
I'll just use person A, person B, and myself. Person A, why isn't the printer working? I'll go call person B because person B always does the printer work. So person B comes over, opens up the tray, and goes, "Hey, person A, is it because there's not any paper in it?" Person A starts laughing hilariously and horrendously and kind of scary. And I'm just sitting there at my cube. I kind of look back, and I'm just like, at all this happening. And then when person B, when person B gets back there, he goes, "Let's just blow it up." And he said it with like the straight, serious face ever, and I was like,
oh no,
like super concerned, like how, like normally he says punch it in the face, but this time it was let's blow it up. So like I'm scared one day his pizza is gonna come out of the microwave too hot or too cold, and he's just gonna bring a sawed off it and blow us all smithereens. So then, as he's running like the test on to make sure it's fixed, he's saying, "Don't jam, don't jam, don't jam, don't jam." So I stopped what I'm doing. I turned and looked at him. I said, "Nope, it'll just jelly." And then person A goes, "Good one, Austin. I like that," or something like that. Yeah, it was not great, but I feel like that kind of story had a perfect potential to be a Bitmoji story.
Cool. All right, so back to like actually good scintillating conversation for the people. I'm canceling fucking turtle. I need to stop saying fucking for that because I'm not having sex with random animals. I promise. I'm canceling turtles.
He's clapping gorilla cheeks.
Oh jeez.
TD.
I'm canceling turtles. You wanna know why? They're all trailer trash. They all live in mobile homes.
They're trailer trash.
Turtles are trailer trash.
Even the cool sea turtles that are dying that get straws jammed in their eyes or nose or whatever.
Yeah, because who the fuck does that?
Yeah, honestly, I'm really curious on how the turtle got that straw in there. Like, they're not going that fast in the water for it to just, like, be sitting there and just, boom, like you're going into a brick wall.
Well, okay, turtle. I don't know if it's turtles or tortoises, but whichever one swims, actually, they swim pretty fast. They just walk really slow.
Either way, like, it's not going to get jammed in there that bad.
Well, it's more like the plastic,
All
like,
the rings.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because they have that weird kink where they, like, choke me soda pop.
All right, so if someone paid you $1 million, would you suck a gorilla's dick?
Up the money. Up the money, and I want it, I don't want to say bound because that sounds really weird. I want the hands and legs set up so it doesn't beat my ass.
Gorilla BDSM?
GDSM.
Oh no.
Nope. GBDSM.
All right, I'm not pursuing that question any longer.
Up the money and tie the hands and legs up so it can't kill me. And sure, we got a deal.
How much would it cost you? Or how much would you charge? I want a number on this.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? I'm talking billion range.
Billion. You wouldn't. So if someone offered you $400 million right now to suck a big old Donkey Kong dong.
Donkey Kong's country strong dong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong country strong dong. You wouldn't do it?
400 million? Yeah, because I'm going to pull out of loopholes. I'm just going to go one and then pop right off that puppy and I'll take my money and run. You didn't say anything about I got to make it come. Say anything about I got to give it its O face. I'm just going to pop on, pop off, and we'll call it a day. How do you like me now?
Wait a minute.
No, this is a gorilla's O face.
No, I'm trying to show you the gorilla's O face. Oh man, fill the dead air.
So.
Wait, I got it.
Okay, never mind. I got nothing. It's focused. And it also has to be very hard. Okay, it's perfectly focused. Well, I don't know what we even call this episode. Penises, and gorilla cheeks?
I was thinking...
Clap them gorilla cheeks, boy!
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, there's so many great topics for we could call this call this episode. But I got something I gotta say, and it's probably a pretty hot take. What's the worst condiment?
The worst what?
Condiment. Say on the count of three, okay? Okay, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna say it, alright? 1, 2, 3, ketchup.
Mayonnaise.
God damn it.
Mayonnaise, like, it freaked me out when I learned that it was like eggs.
Yeah, or no, you're thinking of mostly aioli sauce.
No, but mayonnaise is made of eggs too.
Yeah, isn't it just the yolk boys?
Yes, it's the yolk boys. Hey, Austin, well, I've got a yolk for you. I don't.
I was gonna say, don't yolk it. But yeah, I think ketchup is ultimately the worst condiment.
I'm not really big on condiments anyway, so I honestly just named one.
What if you could? Would you put ketchup on a burger or no? Like a fancy burger, not a cheeseburger, not like a shitty cheeseburger, but like you're making a fantastic gourmet burger.
I'm the kind of dude that eats his salad without salad dressing. I don't know if that makes me a sociopath or not, but it
depends on the salad. If it's just chopped lettuce, no, it's all right. But like if it's a Greek salad, no, it's all right because the beet juice will moisten the lettuce. What a terrible sentence.
Oh. What do you do with your beet juice? Oh, I moisten lettuce.
Oh, you mean you don't chisel it off the floor?
Let us continue.
Some people say mustard's the weakest condiment, but you know what?
I think mustard's actually the most versatile because there's so many different kinds.
Spicy, honey, Dijon, garlic mustard.
There's this like chipotle mustard that I have that goes really well with like everything. That's all I have on that.
Yeah, great. It's wonderful.
I just wanted to let you know that I had some chipotle mustard and it's really good.
But now I got something I got to ask you. And,
sure.
Well, first I got to say I think iRobot was ahead of its time.
iRobot.
Who's Rob? Should be naming the robots.
iRobot was a fantastic movie, and I'm gonna tell you why. Will Smith, John. I would suck Will Smith's dick for $1 million.
I feel like he'd suck it for $0.
Maybe not 0, but maybe considerably less than $1 million. You know what? Never mind. Let's not pursue that. Well, why is iRobot ahead of its time?
Because the world wasn't ready for the robots yet, as they would be now. Like you got all kinds of robots talking like you could say your cars are the self-driving cars are robots, the kiosks at some fast food chains are robots, sex robots. Well, sex robots. All I'm talking about is sex robots.
I'm going to tell you why I think you're wrong, because if they made that movie now, Shia LaBeouf wouldn't be in it.
He was an iRobot?
Yeah. He played the little annoying kid that follows Will Smith around.
I'm not hearing any cons of if they made it now.
Come on. Come on up.
No, I think the great person who you could replace him with is Dustin from Stranger Things.
Oh, he's making like. Look.
Hey!
He's
She
making.
does not look happy, and she looks very scared to be here.
Well, so he's actually the kid that plays Dustin in Stranger Things is actually like apparently hosting some like reality show where they like fake interview people and give people fake jobs and then make their first day like terrible, and I'm like, that's such a shitty thing to do.
Fuck you, kid.
Like
Nope.
that's so out of touch. Can I help you? Okay, what do you want? Hi. Do you want to talk too?
But anyways, I think the world shouldn't have made iRobot then. They shouldn't have even made it at all.
Only if Will Smith would still be in it.
I think they should redo what the robots look like.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, that terrified me.
Oh yeah, the human faces. That was weird.
Yeah.
Yo, we'll talk. Speaking of Will Smith, though, there's like another Will Smith movie coming out here pretty quick that looks pretty sweet. Have you seen
the one where he has to like fight Will Smith?
Yeah, Gemini.
Yeah, that actually looked decent.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've talked about it on the pod before. I love Will Smith. I think he's got a bad case of the great actor stuck in shitty movies. Like the first half of Hancock is like one of the best movies I've ever seen.
I think Jason Bateman really ruined that movie.
Oh yeah, Jason Bateman.
I hate Jason Bateman.
Yeah, he's not even good in Ozark, and I think he kind of ruins Ozark. But like the first half of like Hancock, like the drunk superhero thing, hadn't been done before, and I thought it was pretty good. But then all of a sudden, it turns into like two superheroes that are actually gods that are fighting each other, and they lose their powers when they're together, and it's just really confusing.
And that's called erectile dysfunction, kids. Right?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it is Hancock, or his brother Foot Penis. But yeah, like I mean, look at like I Am Legend as a good movie, like with the alternate ending, not the original ending.
Fred.
But like, if you're real, you better tell me right now, Fred. You better tell me right now. But and then like Pursuit of Happiness was good, 7 Pounds was good, Hitch was good, and I think he got too much flack. I think he was pretty good in Aladdin. As the genie.
I did not like him in Aladdin. I didn't.
It wasn't his fault though. I mean, he's trying to. I think he did a good job of like paying tribute to Robin Williams without like trying to be Robin Williams.
Right.
As he does, but like then you look at like After Earth and like he just wanted to make a movie with his son. That movie sucked.
Bud, all we can see is your mouth moving.
Oh, good. And then there was that movie that's on Netflix, Bright, which is supposed like I see what they're trying to do with Bright, but it just wasn't a very good movie. And I don't know, he's just in a lot of movies that are good or that are bad, but he's not the problem with them.
Right. That's fair enough. But since we're talking about robots, I got something I gotta ask you.
Sure.
If you had to choose between like a robot or like a mech suit, no. Mech suit or bio upgrade, what would you go with? So mech suit being robots, bio upgrades being genetically altered to be like a superhuman, I guess you could say.
So you could get in and out of the mech suit, which means you could be caught without the mech suit. It has a bigger chance of something going wrong, but you're getting like all kinds of cool robot things. But if you're talking about like bio upgrades, do you mean like super strength, super speed, super jumping? You know,
like immunity.
Yeah, the ability to like camouflage maybe. I would definitely choose the bio upgrades.
Yeah, I just do it to maybe live a little bit long. Depends on where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
I think I'd mostly.
For the mech suit, are you talking like Pacific Rim mech suit, or are you talking like Iron Man suit?
Just like any type of ability. So you could have an Iron Man, you could have Pacific Rim. Because
like
if you really felt the need, you could look like a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
I mean, like an Iron Man suit would be cool, but like the whole getting in and out of it thing would be kind of annoying. I
And
think
I think what people don't understand with like Iron Man is taking the falls that he did couldn't have felt great because you're just landing up, you're just getting bashed against metal.
well, there's like I mean I'm sure there's some cushioning in there, but there's actually if you pay attention in like through like 3 Marvel movies that Iron Man's in, he has an injury from fighting I think Ultron or something. He like hurts his arm. And he's in a sling for like 3 movies, and like he has like you'll see him in the background kind of like going like this, and it's because he like tore something in his shoulder. He still gets beat up, and it's like putting.
It's not like being in a hamster ball, like where you don't get hurt at all. Like,
Yeah, it's like the egg drop thing that everyone does in physics. Like
which
no matter
my group won, by the way, no biggie.
oh mine was fucking stupid because I didn't do it in high school, but I did it in college, and we went to the top of a parking structure and dropped it. But mine we called it the Challenger because it looked like a rocket ship, and it came crashing down to Earth. But it was like I basically took a bunch of styrofoam cups and like added like bubble wrap in them, and then taped the cups together and like put springs on them. So I dropped it straight down, and it like compressed, and then it was good when it landed. But what I didn't anticipate is I put so much bounce in it that bounced straight back up like half a story, and then landed on its side and broke. But like I guess what I'm trying to get at there is like no matter how strong the egg drop machine is, the egg's still gonna break somehow unless there's enough cushioning. But
I'll tell you how to win the egg challenge right now. It's called memory foam. Next question.
oh yeah,
That's
memory foam and I think sawdust and peanut butter.
Yeah, that's true. What we did is we made like a kind of like a bed of memory foam and then put a tripod on it too, so the and had it balanced out just right. And this was 9th grade, so I guess I'm basically Iron Man. Mm-hmm. As when we dropped it, it had like a 95% chance of landing perfectly on the tripod, and then if shit went sour and it tipped over, it had the memory foam to fall back on.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you have a mech suit. You're not. I guess what I'm trying to get at is if you have a mech suit,
you're not invincible.
You're still gonna. The egg inside the mech suit's still gonna crack.
Right.
So that's why I think that's why I'd take the bio upgrades.
Don't we already have bio upgrades? Aren't they just called vaccines?
Is autism a bio upgrade?
Off-air comment. Off-air comment.
All right. But yeah, I'd definitely go with bio upgrades there.
I think it'd be cool to. I think I might take the mech suit, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd get real weird with it.
We're gonna have a little Civil War here then.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite of what I normally am.
Yeah.
Strange.
So I was just out on a run before this.
Was the chick there again?
The chick. Oh, the weird lady?
Yeah.
So just for like reference for everybody, I like to run shirtless during the summer because it gets really hot. Like today it's like 85, 90 degrees and the heat index is about 100. And I was running and this middle-aged woman looked at me and she was like, "See, kids, that's what Daddy used to look like when he used to work out." And I glanced up at her and she's standing by herself with no kids and she's not talking on the phone or anything. So I don't know who the hell she was talking to, but she definitely said it loud enough for me to hear it, and I did not much care for it.
I mean, she's clearly schizophrenic.
Oh yeah, definitely. But so I was out.
You think she has like complex decoding problems going on in her shed, and she just randomly starts shooting at people in the middle of shooting at cars in the middle of the street?
I hope not. Well, because another time I was running at night, I got a beer bottle thrown at me, and then I bit through my lip because it scared the shit out of me. But that's a different story. But no, I was out running today, and I saw there was a dad trying to teach a kid how to ride a bike.
Did he fall over?
Oh, he fell over a lot. But that kind of got me thinking, man. No one really teaches you how to ride a bike. You just kind of they're just kind of your hype man until you stop falling.
Basically, you just learn to do it.
Yeah, you just kind of figure it out. You don't
just go faster.
Yeah, just go faster and have you tried not falling?
That's what a great idea. Why did I think of that?
Ah!
Dinkelberg.
But no, yeah, I was just there's actually a lot of things like that where people can't really like teach you how to do it. They're just kind of hype you up until you figure it out yourself.
Except the Dougie.
The Dougie?
Yeah. You can get taught how to do that.
But would anyone love you? Oh, you don't know the
I
word.
don't know the rest. No.
Uh,
I always walked out of off the dance floor of that song in school.
The correct answer is all my bitches love me.
Oh. You know, this is a great time to talk about high school or middle school, high school dances. What songs were the hot songs for you when you were in?
Crank That Soldier Boy.
That's still a hot one. Apple Bottom.
There was a lot of Soldier Boy. I graduated middle school in 2007 and high school.
Graduated middle school. That's a thing.
Well, no, actually, it was supposed to be. We were supposed to have a graduation, but there was a food fight, and the principal canceled our graduation.
Take that, you little fuckers. You little turtle suckers, take that.
There was this one girl who didn't like. There was only like 11 people throwing food, but there was this one girl that I think was everyone's target because she was just covered in mashed potatoes.
It's always mashed potato day.
Oh yeah, no, they strategically planned it to be mashed potato day.
Wait, the lunch ladies or the students?
Oh yeah, it was the students. Like the lunch ladies.
If there's the lunch ladies behind this is amazing.
Oh man, that's a conspiracy.
Takes suspiciously drinks water. I forgot that this is viewing now. Like they can actually see you drink the water. I don't have to actually say it.
Yeah, and they can see you just randomly spinning around in circles.
I can't have a spinning chair.
And you're on like the side of the screen, and I know that when it goes on YouTube, it cuts like the sides of the screens off, so you might be like half on screen for most of this.
That might be perfect. But okay, so for the hot songs we had were, I think my freshman year or 8th grade, it was Gas Pedal, which I'm glad that one they quit doing that one.
Oh, we had like a
Nothing was more annoying than when you hear the.
We had like a G6 was pretty big at ours.
I wish they'd play Bonfire.
A lot of Lil Wayne, and it was when Drake just hit the scene too.
Got that A1 credit.
Got Money came up a lot.
Yeah. T-Pain.
Yeah, a lot of T-Pain.
Man, I wish I could went to school around you guys.
Yeah, it was like peak shitty good music.
What was your slow songs?
I don't remember, man.
We had shitty country songs.
We had. Oh man, I would have to think about that. I'm not really sure what our slow songs were.
Do you remember? This sounds super corny, but I remember like the first like actual slow dance I had to what song it was, and it was a complete banger for a slow song.
Oh yeah.
And it's Queen Bee. It's Halo. Come on, doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there was always they always played Single Ladies.
Yep.
And all the guys had to leave the dance floor. It was.
Did they play Just Lose It?
It was super campy. It was stupid.
What about Love Shack?
No, we never had Love Shack because.
Oh, I used to know I don't know how the moves for that anymore, but I was.
I know all the words to it, but that's just because growing up, my parents liked they played the B-52s on road trips a lot. So I know a lot of like off the wall B-52s songs. Like, I mean, obviously everyone knows like Rock Lobster and like Love Shack, but like and Rome. But there's like Quiche Lorraine, which is about a weird green poodle.
You say a weird green poo.
There's Modine. I don't remember what the name of the song was though. Like there's just like they had a lot. Like the B-52s aren't bad, but
oh, what was that one song
that
went like this or whatever? The one Asian fellow that sang it.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah, where middle school is rough.
That was for you in middle school?
Yeah.
I was in college when that song came out.
Oh, that's hilarious. Shows our age gap so much.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was like freshman year of college that song came out. Freshman or sophomore year.
Yeah, that was one of the worst internet trends ever.
Oh yeah, I could do the dance though, man. Like, but
Don't.
I'm not gonna. But the one I'm the best at was definitely
If it's slide to the left, slide to the right, it doesn't count because it tells you what to do.
oh yeah, but that one always came up too. That and
All of the songs that would tell you what to do were hot.
yeah, and we'd get the hustle.
Do the Bartman. Yeah,
Oh, man,
songs that told you what to do were hot for us. Country songs were hot, which I hated.
We just got a lot of like shitty rap, basically.
The song that I've grown to hate the most because of dances were Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah,
I hate that song so much.
That song, I've grown to not like that song very much, just because it pops up like everywhere.
I think that's all I got for topics today. Do you got anything else?
No, man, I pretty much got everything out that I wanted to talk about. I love how we never smoothly just sail into the outro where I was like, "You got anything else? Nope. You? Nope. All right. Well, let's
pack her up and head on home, boys." But I think this was if you made it to the end of this episode, a lot of perks. You've gained the figuratively speaking badge. Achievement unlocked. You've made it through hell.
You gained a figuratively speaking sponsored N-word pass. We can't give those out. Never mind.
Well, I can. I saw Marlon Wayans, and the amount of times he said it, I basically have it.
Okay, sure. Oh, we'll see how that works out for you.
My nerd.
Ooh, I got real scared there for a second. I was like, no!
Nope, we could definitely not have that. See, honestly, what I have to do now is I have to kill time for about 7 more minutes.
So why 7 minutes?
Do the math.
1:13.
7.
1:14.
Lower. We're at 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Oh, mine's 1 hour and 7. But that's because mine's doing the total call, not when it's been recording.
Oh, do you not have the recording menu on recording time on yours?
Recording it.
Oh. Okay, well I gotta kill about 6.5 minutes.
Alright, well yeah.
Easy to do, really. It's elementary. And folks, it's your boy Fig right now. We're rolling solo. So Jamie has to step out of the studio to go feed the geese. I don't know why whenever I have to. Oh, he's back. Oh no, I think he's got a microphone problem as he is getting a notepad. And let's see if it comes up backwards on my screen, which would be even better. So really, there's something we gotta talk about, and I don't think you understand what it is. My mic sucks. How does it suck? It's like brand new. Slap it. Did you slap it?
Was it back?
And we're back.
Was my writing backwards?
No.
Oh, okay.
I should have said it was and waited for you to watch the YouTube video and for you to be all kinds of corn puzzles. He's got a functioning microphone now, and he's gonna go ahead and keep writing. Oh, he's making a face. Hope it's not an O face. It is an O face. People don't realize that some of the faces that we make on this show are completely priceless. That if you really start keening in on, I don't think that's a word, but if you start paying attention to what faces we make, it's pretty great. You'll see a lot of like our Bitmoji stuff. Like you'll see or and just all kinds of different stuff. And
I tried to hang up the thing and
it's a Christmas miracle, some would say.
Oh no!
But it's kind of funny that when normally I listen to, again, no free ads, Bill Burr's The Monday Morning Podcast, and he does that podcast completely solo. And I'm like, oh, this seems really simple. Like, it's so simple, a caveman could do it. Now that I'm actually rolling through this podcast solo right now, I'm finding it's very difficult and that you really have to work on not having dead time. So normally he just kind of like asks you questions. So maybe I'll give that a go. How are you listeners doing? Go ahead and give us a like. Go ahead and follow us on Twitter. I think it's Fig Speaking Pod or something like that. I don't know what it is. You can figure it out. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel and look out for faces like this.
This is great radio. I keep saying radio like this is on the radio.
Podcasting's basically radio.
Let me see if I can land this in the marker cup. Kobe! No.
You did not make it.
I hit Penelope.
You hit the dog.
You hit.
Wait,
there was like a prank call that was like really popular on like YouTube where this guy was like, "Your daughter, she come to my house and she kicked my dog and now it needs operation." Apparently you're too young for that. It was when YouTube was like just blowing up around like 2009, 2010.
After you got done hanging around on Napster.
Yeah. MySpace.
Pornhub.
So are you really trying to kill it? So we're at a minute 9 or an hour 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're killing the quality of the episode because I felt like this one's been pretty good.
You know, I think maybe we'll just be a little bit mature. Maybe we'll just end it now because really it's getting dark outside. The light in my room's fading, and then my forehead looks like it's super greasy and super like pasty because of the light of my lamp is hitting it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end on some nice smooth scat singing.
Your whole mouth smells like an open eyes, but boo boo.
Your breath smells like a butt. A boop ba da ba dee ba butt smells like butt.
A beep boo doo ba doo ba doo ba skoo boo doo ba boo doo. A scooby doo ba doo ba doo ba dee beep. This has been
Big Austin.
Fig and the J.A. Man.
All right, before we finish, how we're gonna end is make your face that you make when you're done, but she keeps zoinking your jinkies.
We went completely different ways there.
All right, we'll see you next time, folks, here on Figuratively Speaking.
With Fig and the J-Man.